It's easy to get mad or upset when you do things, or especially when you do them well, and you get zero recognition or zero praise. Hi, my name is Rhulani, and today in the morning, my mom woke us up before church and said, "Guys, don't forget to clean the kitchen." I woke up as the older sister and quickly ran to the kitchen because we all know what African mothers do if you don't listen. Ran to the kitchen and started cleaning. I cleaned, and as thoroughly as I could. I swept and I wiped the counters and made sure that everything was clean, all by myself. And I started getting mad. I was like, this close. I was like, this close to go call my sibling and say, "Hey, why aren't you helping me clean?" As I usually did. I was so close to getting mad for not receiving any praise or any acknowledgement for doing what I did. But I felt the Holy Spirit nudge me and tell me to be quiet, to not go and not to not go and fight with people, to not go and be mad, but instead to be silent and to serve joyfully instead of angrily, instead of just doing what I had to do and then be mad about it, but to joyfully serve. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31 says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God." And so today in church, I felt the Holy Spirit say, since you're doing everything for my glory, since you're doing everything for the glory of God, you have no right to be upset because He's getting all the glory. And so I think it's easy for us to be mad or upset. But if we do everything for God's glory, then whatever praise or acknowledgement we get is not ours, but it's God's, right? And so let us, instead of feeling bitter or ungrateful or angry, let us be grateful for the opportunity to do things for the Lord, right? And surrender and give Him all the glory. And so when we receive acknowledgement for getting 10 out of 10 in a test, or from our mom or dad for cleaning the car or cleaning the kitchen or washing the dishes, let us not keep that and be like, "Oh, I'm a good person, I've done this," but instead take that glory, even those little bits of glory and acknowledgement and praise and acknowledgement that we receive from the people around us, and give it unto the Lord and say, "God, this is your glory. It is by you that I am able to wash the dishes. It is by you that I'm able to score 10 out of 10 in my test, and it is by you that I can be acknowledged, Lord." And so we give Him all the glory. And this also will create a heart of humility in us, because once we start giving Him everything, right, giving Him all the glory, then there's no glory left for ourselves, meaning there's no space for us to have pride, right? And it's one of the things that God hates, a prideful heart. Jesus calls us to be humble, and to be more like Jesus, we have to be humble, right? And so, yeah, to lessen our pride, we have to give God everything. We have to give Him all the glory, because none of the glory that we receive is ours, because we're doing everything for the Lord. It's His, right? And once we recognize that, there's no space for pride, because none of the glory is ours. It's all for Him, right? So instead of feeling upset or bitter because of a lack of recognition, we should be grateful for an opportunity to do things for the Lord and glorify Him, and shine His light on the people around us. And remember, the Lord is proud of you for what you've done, right? He recognizes and sees what you have done, and He's happy and pleased that you did something for Him and glorifying Him, and that you took the time to say, "God, this is yours." It's different. You can't really say that you're giving God glory when you just do something. You have to give it and surrender the glory to Him, because if we keep the praise in self, if we keep the praise up in ourselves and collect the amount of praise and acknowledgement we are getting, then that it can lead us to start living for praise alone and not for the praise of God and for the glory of God, right? To surrender. Anger is a feeling that we're always meant to feel as humans, right? But it's important to surrender it to God and give it to God, right? Psalms 37 verse 8 to 9 says, "Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it only leads to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land." So instead of us being angry, we should hope in the Lord that once we get to heaven and once we are with Him, He will acknowledge us, and that we will receive blessings, and we will receive acknowledgement from Him, okay, from Him for what we have done, because that's the only acknowledgement and the only opinion that matters in this world, His and His alone. Thank you.